Okay, so I know that I'm super late with today's video, but I am also super duper late with this review. So at least I'm 2 for 2. Today on Readus Reviews, I'm reviewing Krampus, a movie I've been very interested in seeing ever since I found out that Legendary is going to do it. A film that I found out that they were actually going to do before I even found out about Crimson Peak. So, you know, if that says anything. So basically the story is about this kid named Max, who, thanks to his family, is slowly starting to lose the Christmas spirit. He gets in fights, his cousins are assholes. He's starting not to believe in Santa Claus anymore, despite the fact that his grandmother is constantly trying to keep him positive. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. And he does what every other kid does in this Kevin McAllister type situation. He wishes that they would just go away. And who's there to hear his wish? Motherfucking Krampus! So now he and his family have to survive this blizzard until Christmas to keep Krampus from taking them. Now, my initial interest in this movie came from being introduced to the character of Krampus years ago. And by year, I mean like 2. How was I introduced to the idea of Krampus? You're gonna laugh. I was introduced to the character of Krampus through the Christmas episode of American Dad. And I fucking hate that show. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I just had it on the television while I was like doing chores or some shit one night on Adult Swim. And I just got ready to vacuum the carpet, and then I just see this guy who vaguely resembles a Judeo-Christian devil and was introduced to his character and his lore through song, because that's Seth MacFarlane's shtick. Of course, I did my own research, and this guy, this guy. So when I found out that they were going to make a movie about him, I'm sorry, let me correct that. When I found out that Legendary Pictures was going to make a movie about him, with their new partnership with Universal Studios, I was intrigued. Which is why I'm reviewing this movie over Creed, despite the fact that I've seen it and loved it. And overall, I'd say that the movie was pretty good. Don't get me wrong, the plot was definitely predictable. If I were to compare this movie to a movie that has already been released, and one that everybody's familiar with, I would have to say that Krampus is Gremlins if Gremlins took itself seriously. I'm pretty sure that's the closest comparison I can make. With that being said, the film was still enjoyable to watch. There were laughs and there were jump scares. It was basically a holiday horror comedy, which was initially the feel that Gremlins 1 set out to make, in my opinion. As far as the characters are concerned, the only ones I initially gained an attachment for in the beginning of the movie were Max and the grandmother. Later on, I gained an attachment for Max's mother and father, especially seeing their dedication to protect their children and their family. Also, the character designs for Krampus and his minions, which I'm just going to be honest, is one of the first things that made me come up with a comparison to Gremlins. Specifically the gingerbread men. Just watch the movie and tell me I'm wrong. We're pretty spot on from all the paintings and everything that I've seen from the lore of Krampus to begin with. You know, with the exception of like the cloak. Then again, that might actually be in some lore. Isn't it some lore? I don't know. He still looked badass though. All in all, the movie was enjoyable. Because it is a holiday horror comedy, you might want to back down considering showing this to kids. But if you are that type of parent who feels like they need to troll their children in order to learn a valuable, morally based lesson, then I guess you could sit them down, turn this movie on, and let them watch it and be like, so what did we learn? But you did not hear that from me. So I would guess if you were to go to the movies to see this, catch it at a matinee. Whereas I thought it was impressive and entertaining, I also believe it is not worth a $10 to $15 movie ticket. I will gladly pay $5 to $6 for it, but not $10 to $15. That happens next Friday. But yes, readers, your homework assignment for today. Have you seen Krampus? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments section. But this has been Readus 101. Class dismissed.